Okay, we're gonna give this another try. I want to pull up my stream so I can see what's going on here. See how this looks. Actually, that looks pretty good, guys. What do you think? Nice, crisp image? I think I figured it, guys. I figured it. Now that everybody's done watching me for the night, it is 9:48, but we're just starting. So you know what that means? We gotta get going. We gotta get some stuff done. All right. I've messed around with technical problems all day long. We gotta get some stuff going. So, hi everyone. Welcome back. You know, sometimes, it's just sometimes, I would like to sit down to do my stream and not have anything go wrong. I mean, that's really what I'd like. What motor did we have on here? Clearly not this one. Were we planning on building a new engine? So hi. I hope everyone comes back to my stream that was originally on it, because I had the normal gang, and now they're all gone, and now they probably won't come back for the night. And there's my 10 o'clock saying, hey, you know what? It's time for you to go to bed, you big dummy. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ignore it. We're gonna get our stream in tonight, come hell or high water, man. Cause I'm tired of playing these silly games here. So I figured out what went wrong, and I figured it. Apparently, when I updated my BIOS, it decided to take my machine out of hybrid mode. Because the way I have it set up is that I use the onboard IGPU with the integrated NVIDIA, or with the dedicated NVIDIA. So I essentially have two different video cards running from two different manufacturers. And I have been using the integrated IGP for my encoding, and that frees up the NVIDIA to do anything it wants. Well, apparently when I did a BIOS update, it reset that, and I had to go in and change that and re-enable it, and now it's working just fat, fine, and dandy. So here we are, back again, plucking along, singing our song. And it wasn't like it was a BIOS update that I could skip, because it resolved some voltage issues for my processor. So, yeah, I had to do it. But I just didn't realize that, yeah, it would disable my entire stinking setup. And this is the first time I've streamed since I did the update, so I didn't know that it was even a problem. So here we are, back again. And I'll probably not have anyone watching. I know that works, so I'm going to go ahead and shut that off. So yeah, that's my adventure. How's your week going? Those people down in Florida, how'd you survive the tsunami? Tsunami, leave you guys okay? I know it wasn't all of Florida, it was like only certain cities, but yeah, apparently they had a big weather-induced tsunami this last few days. And yeah, that has caused a lot of issues. Usually they get that kind of stuff when it rains, but this was or when it rains. Well, of course it happens when it rains, stuff. They usually have that when there's a hurricane, but there was no hurricane this time. So, well, technically I think there was, because I think wasn't there a hurricane that passed through the Gulf and then dissipated and lost energy, and I don't know. I need to look up the Hurricane Center and see what's going on with that. But yeah. Stay up on current events, kids. You know what's going to be hilarious? If I never emptied the oil out of this thing. Because then I'd have a disaster on my hands, and I'd have to clean it up and pay an environmental fee. Which, that's not a thing in actual auto repair shops, but whatever the developers want to do, I guess. Because you dump oil on the ground in a shop, you just, go grab the sawdust, clean it up, and let the sawdust absorb its little thing and dump it in the trash can. Because contrary to popular belief, that's pretty much what every auto shop in the entire country does here in the United States. If you don't believe me, call and ask them what they do when they have an oil spill in their shop. The EPA would like you to think that they've got this huge long process that they follow for correct handling and cleaning up of oil spills, but they don't. It's the same with fuel spills at gas stations. They just put a little bit of cat litter down and call it good. It's seriously. Go ask any gas station. That's what they do. They're supposed to call out hazmat and do this, that, and the other. Nobody has. The fire department doesn't have time for that. These are the stupid things the EPA want people to do. Well, that oil will get into the water system. With where the landfill is, trust me, that oil's not getting in the water system. There's plenty of other bad things that are going to get in the water system and we're going to need to be more concerned about other than oil. And if we're that concerned about oil, we need to shut down every oil platform in the entire world, because there's a lot worse spills that happen other than what happens in a car garage. But, hey, I've gone off on that tangent. I'm going to be quiet about this. Excuse me. I don't remember taking off that many camshaft or crankshaft bearings, but I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't realize I had pulled one. But we'll have to see. I think I need to buy one. I'm pretty confident I need to buy one. A few more tests. Alright, so let's see where we're at here. We want to sort by condition. A lot of that came back just fine. Yeah, we know we need that. I don't think I need to worry. Yeah, we'll replace it. Oops, 2 pages. So, everyone hear the news about Jimmie Johnson? The NASCAR driver? Yeah, apparently his wife's parents, her mother went all nuts and unalived herself, her husband, and their 11-year-old nephew. That's been in the news today. So there's that going on in the world. I don't remember if I clicked that stuff. Clicked that stuff. Clicked that stuff. I guess we'll see if there's 2 of them here. So yeah, that's your daily news for the day. That's a thing that happened. So that's sad. They still don't know exactly why, but they just know that it happened, and everybody's a little upset about it, as they should be. So I know I would be slightly upset. But it just goes to show the state of mental health for people right now. A lot of people are just not getting the help they need. Yeah, that's what I want. A lot of people are not getting the help they need for their mental health. They're just not, and it's very sad. I need 7 of those now because I already bought 8, so we'll drop this. And we want spark plugs. I don't know why there's 13 of those, but we'll get 8. Fuel filter, we'll get 1 of those. Clutch pressure plate, we want 1 of those. Yep. And front exhaust section, I guess apparently we're getting 4 of those. No, we're just getting 2. Air filter base, gear, cam gear, ignition wires. Yes, we want that. RB, front exhaust pipe. Didn't I already get those? No, I did not. We want 2 of those. Air filter cover, air filter. We want a performance 1 of that. Okay. Flywheel. Yeah, we'll get a performance 1 of those. Okay. And distributor. We want another firepower of that there. And we've already got the gearbox, so we don't need to worry about the gearbox. I think all the others are non-performance parts. But what we do need is a coil and a fuel pump. I think we're going to leave the carburetors standard non-performance. Because why not? Oh, yeah, we need to go back into the standard parts and finish getting the rest of our standard parts. And we want to get a belt of the serpentine. Piston rings. Idler, I think we need like 3 of these. It says 4. Yeah, we'll go with 3 to start with. Because I think I over-clicked on those. Okay, let's see where we are. All right. Put this all together with some assembly lube. Assembly lube. Assembly lube. Put this all together with some assembly lube. And you will have yourself an awesome little motor. 22,000 moving parts, and we can only find 2 bad ones. Alright. Ooh, I should have got... No, we don't need a performance intake. Who needs a performance intake manifold? This isn't a hot rod, he said while using a bunch of other performance parts. Hey, I didn't go with the high performance intake manifolds. And I didn't go with the high performance exhaust manifolds. So, clearly, it is not a performance vehicle. We're just upping the compression a little bit, making it a little beefier, giving her a little more oomph going down the road. Moving right along. I also didn't get the performance water pump. And the performance power steering pump. I don't think I got that, though. We need to add that to the shopping list. Come on. It would probably be easier if I just like angled myself up a bit to like actually get to those things, but oh, I don't have the necessary parts. We gotta toss this in, and you gotta toss this in, and we gotta toss this in because it's just a great big sin. But what are you gonna do when your car's a big pile of poo? Spend thousands of dollars to make it work again. You know, every single time I get to this stage of the operation, and the whole thing's together, I start thinking to myself, you know, I should have probably repainted those parts. Well, it's too late now, Skip. Do you think that air filter is going to be effective? I mean, I don't think that air filter would be very effective. I think it would allow too much dirt to seep through. And we need to change this to engine head cover A. Come on. Who needs a decent clutch fan on this engine, huh? Let's have it screaming like a banshee the whole time. As this fan spins at, 7,000 RPM. I think it's all done. Oh, no, we gotta do this. See, I didn't even buy the performance caps for this thing. Oh, you know what I didn't do, though? I don't think I got myself a second clip. I didn't. Alright, I think the engine's done. I don't think I have any parts left. Well, any parts that matter. Yoink! What's this thing worth right now as it sits, huh? Negative $7,736. Let's see what it increases to when we drop this motor in it. Because I'm kind of curious. You are now worth... Wow. I don't know exactly how much I spent on the motor, but I mean that's almost a $20,000 increase in the vehicle just plopping that motor in. I guess I should say credit, not dollar, because they're technically not dollars or yens, they're credits. So, I mean that's a pretty big change, just dropping a motor in. Performance gearbox. I don't have a starter for you. Those can be repaired. I think I'm going to need a new leaf spring. I think I'm going to need a new fuel tank. Yeah, that fuel tank's cooked. Did that not need a coil? I don't remember a spot for the coil. You mean I spent money for a coil when I didn't need it? That's what I get for trying to predict the game. Been away too long, guys. It's been a while since I played this. It has been a hot minute. I mean, a lot has happened to me since I played this game last. Do you know that since I last played this game, I've been to Florida to pick up an engine? A big, old, huge, beefy engine? And the kicker about it is my buddy won't even be able to use it until September because they aren't even going to start tearing into it until then. The machine shop he has it at is backed up that far, but not that it's a problem because we still got a lot of work to do on his truck. So we still have suspension issues. We still have pull the old motor and transmission out of it, and that'll give us some time, right? He's also got to save up a little bit of money to get some of his accessories and whatnot. So he's doing it on a save temporarily budget. So, which means he takes whatever fundage he can from every check and tries to not spend it. So. Alright, let's go pull the whole front end off this thing now. Because that's what we do. We take these old piles of junk. That rim is worthless. Yeah, there's no coming back from that rim. We take these big piles of junk and we turn them into something useful. Sell this car to some little old lady who's gonna drive it to and from church every Sunday. Maybe go to the grocery store to grab milk, because you know that's all little old ladies go to the grocery store for is milk and maybe the occasional cookie. But Sigourney Weaver's up to? Alright, there's that. You know, with this much rust, this thing is coming apart very, very easily. But that's the thing, you know. When things are this easy, that means half of what you're working on you're going to throw away. See, look, that's 11%. Yeah, we're just tossing that thing away. It's garbage. It's junk. It's going to go to the big recycling bin in the sky. Alright. Let's see what the engine's... Let's see what this car's worth now. Wow, oddly enough, it's worth $12,800. I could sell this thing as it sits right now and still make a profit off of it. I mean, how does that play out? It's... Strong XT. Sorry, I gotta itch my ear, guys. Gotta be real gentle when you do that. Don't stick stuff in your ears. I do it because I'm not a doctor and I don't have to listen to my own advice. But you guys, don't stick stuff in your ears. It's not a good thing. You can hurt yourself really, really bad. I know I'm missing some things. Like these guys. I think that's it that we need from here, right? Have everything else. I've got the fuel tank, so I don't have to worry about checking that off. Alright. Let's go ahead and get those turning. Keep forgetting I've got workbenches all over this place, so I don't have to keep running all over the place. Gotta do some work while we're waiting. I need to play more Red Dead. I haven't played enough Red Dead. I'm in Chapter 6 right now on my Red Dead. I don't want it to end. I hate seeing Arthur die. You know, he is a 100% fictional character. He does not exist. But Roger Clark did such an amazing job bringing Arthur Morgan to life that, I mean, it genuinely hurts every single time. It's like I'm grieving every single time I play the game. It's really, really rough. I've watched a lot of fictional characters in my life die, but Arthur Morgan, man, it cuts deep. It's probably because you spend so much time in the game actually being him that you are literally losing a piece of yourself when it goes away. No, you should, and really, if you want to do some Red Dead, start with Red Dead 2, then do Red Dead. Because you can follow, you'll be playing it chronologically. But no, I mean, now that you've never played it, you know that he dies, and it's kind of a spoiler, but the adventure is just amazing. Even if you know he dies, the adventure is still amazing. But it is definitely worth it to play. You know, I usually shy away from those games too, but it's a Western, and it's more, I mean, that's what they did in the Wild Wild West. So, as far on the violence scale, it's not, uh, you know, out of the norm. Unlike GTA, which is more modern day. I mean, that's just... yes, that's how people act in society, but that's not the proper way for people to act in society. Where in the Wild West, it was kind of normal for people to act like that in that society. I mean, even though it was still frowned upon, you had outlaws, and outlaws were often gunslingers, and they always had something to prove. So, it mentally for me, it's a different environment, right? Yeah, yeah, you play it that way because it's chronological. Um, where if you go with Red Dead and then go Red Dead 2, you're kind of walking back in time. But I think you'd have a better enjoyment playing Red Dead 2, seeing that progression, and then going into Red Dead and going, oh, that's the rest of the story. So, at least that's my, you know, never to be humble opinion. But, um, okay, we don't need those, but we need this, and we need that. Need that. We need the bushings. We need the exhaust. I gotta wade through all the engine parts. How you doing, Jester? I did not know that that was you viewing, so I would have said hi if I would have known it was you. Haven't seen you in a while. Of course, I haven't been streaming for the last few days either, so... I don't need a fuel filter because I already have one. How are the fires in Canada treating you? I don't need a roller either. Need that. Need two of those, actually. Definitely knew I needed the fuel tank. Wow, I needed 2 rims? That kind of hurt. Alright, let's see how accurate I was. I probably missed something. Usually do. Got the clip. The starter is going to be under a different section. We need middle mufflers, 2 of those. Not even going with the performance ones on those. It's because you know that's how we roll in this game. Oh, come on. That's going to be an electrical. We want, let's go with 14 of those. I think we probably need 16, but rubber bushing, you're the one. Wheel hubcap, we want 2 of those. Front spring, we want 2 of those. We don't need the rocker arm, don't need the fuel filter. Small rubber bushing, we need 4 of those. Those go on our leaf springs. Relay idler, we don't need that. Brake drums. Need 2 of those. Brake pads, we need 2 of those. Which I don't understand. You can recondition clutches in clutch discs in this game, but you can't recondition brake pads? That makes 0 sense to me. Did I buy the brake pads? Watch, I probably didn't buy the brake pads. Medium fuse, front shock absorber cap. We need dos of those. And the rim. Okay. Let's take a quick break and see if I actually bought. Oh, I did. Okay, perfect. I did buy 2 of those. Okay, dos amigos. Yeah, okay. Bottom suspension arm. Did I have my upper control arms? Yes, upper control arms are there. Okay. We've got dos of those, dosi do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 4 of those. Got 4 good leaf springs. Got good leaf plates. Got good wheel hubs. Front cross members good. Okay. So that should be everything. Let's sell all these. Anything that's below 70%. Alright, let's go to our electro-digital optical thing here. And we need a starter. Got the battery. Do you remember if I bought a fuel tank? Well, that doesn't matter right now anyway. Medium fuse. We got 2 of those. I'm going to probably have to come back and rebuy some of these. I'll just buy extra. I think I'm going to have to buy 2 new... How many of those? I think we're going to have to buy 2 of the... 2 more relay Bs. rims. Supernova 14-inch. I did not buy the fuel tank. Tires. 195, 75, 14. Oops, don't want 5 of those. 195, 75, 14. Of course I don't have any parts to separate. See, now we're working like a well-oiled machine here. Let's put the engine bay together. Come on, why is my keyboard not clicking? Oh, I had enough. Uh, uh, I'm glad we don't have to pay money for next day delivery on our part. I think we're ready for some fluids, guys. Gotta get the washer fluid. one thing. My gosh, I thought that one was never gonna end. Alright. Let's get this thing in the air. How did I miss the front? Was the front sway? No, I had the. How did I not click on the front sway bar? How? Fired, you clicker. Maybe this one is only the 12 bushing chassis. I know one of these is a 12 bushing and the other one's like a 16 bushing chassis. And I think maybe this is only the 12 bushing chassis. Hey, we're getting the first paw on it. Let's go ahead and get this bushing in. Go ahead and get this pushing in. It still doesn't make sense to me how the bushings are coming down through the floor for the subframe. It doesn't. Rebuilt the whole front end. I didn't even put performance brakes on this thing. Can't say this thing's high performance. Whoosh. Toss an axle in. Alright. How did I... How did I miss those? See, I knew I was missing some parts. You don't have those. These and those and these. Get our bolts in here. Whoosh. Alright, we got her back on all four paws. Oh, jeez. Oh, I got a spare sway bar. All because I'm an idiot. I keep trying to tell everybody this, but nobody seems to believe me. Well, that's because you're set up to say fuel. Got 2 rubber bushings, bunch of relays left. %. What part did I miss? Timing chain. How did I put that old timing chain into a new motor? How? Let's go back to warehouse 2. $84 on the interior, 91 on the body. That's because we've got the windshield. That's 74. That's 68. That's 61. The license plate is 64. Timing chain is 53 stinking %. really don't want to tear the front end of this motor down. I got all the oil and everything in it. Alright, let's take you over to the paint booth. We're gonna change you from the, actually, that color brown doesn't look too bad. That's because it's all shiny. I see no difference between those two shades of white. That's not a bad color. I don't want it black. It seems like everything I do is... You know what? Let's paint it green and we'll call it the green bean. Yeah, we're gonna call it the green bean. Yeah, I like it. Okay. To the alignment rack. Wow, nailed that back to wheel. Don't know how I did that. Did I not remove those headlights? Must not have removed the headlights. Alright, we've been at the paint booth. Been to the test bath. Let's go check her out on the dyno way. See how many ponies she produces. And we'll take her out to the old track and run her up. See if it's going to be worth the task to fine-tune the transmission. Get this thing dialed in for as much high-end speed as we can get her. Supposed to have 305 horses from the factory. Let's see what we bumped her up to. I'm going to say somewhere in the market of probably 455. I'm way over that number. 400. That's not bad. 400 horsepower. 467 foot-pounds of torque. 29% increase, 33% increase. That's really not bad. Alright. Drive the car. Yeah, let's go to the speed track. Yeah, she's still got a little left in her. Let's fine-tune that transmission. She's still got a little bit of speed in her because she gets up to 6K. I mean, she's still got some oomph. Maybe we'll add one more gear. We won't be able to run that whole gear out, but we'll add one more gear and make it kind of like an overdrive. Alright, tune the transmission. 3.0 gears. Ah, we gotta get this up to like a 375. Let's set this at a 3. This at a 2. This at a 1. See what I'm doing here? Let's set you down here to a 75. I'll add one more gear. And we'll put you at a 55. I don't think that would net 218 miles an hour. Let's set it at 60. Yeah, 65 is good. Apply. Alright, let's try her now. Fastest speed at the test track was 276 miles an hour. Fastest speed in this car was 155. Let's see if we can get her up to 170. Third gear is almost a little too low. Come on, 170, come on, running out of track here. 170! Jeez, that thing kicked loose. 170 mph. It's pretty good. I think I need to smooth out that 1-2 shift though, or that 2-3 shift. That 2-3 shift is a little grumpy. You know what? I'm not keeping the car. Let the next owner deal with it. Really, it's just how the game interprets it. It shifts just fine. So how much are you worth? How much are you worth to the world? 55, 627. Almost 800,000. What do I have left? Now, didn't I get that car out of my garage? I think I did. Let's move to here. Let's move to here. Let's move to here. Yeah, you're done. Ooh. Are you? Have I not run this thing on the dyno? Ah, did love that color blue on this thing. More of a purple, but... Alright, so that's taken care of. Ah, I did love that color. Oh, it's a gorgeous color on this car. Alright, factory motor had 372 horsepower. Let's see what it's at now. This thing sounds mean. Huh. Non-modified, huh? Alrighty then. What does this thing sell for? 55? It's a beautiful car. I don't want to sell it. I mean, I know it's a Mustang too, but the paint I put on it, it's just gorgeous. And look at those rims. See, they're even pointing the right direction. Those are pointing backwards. These are pointing backwards. Alright, you are going back to the parking. Because you are just too pretty. Alright, we got 45 minutes. Oh, that's junk. This is their fake Betty, huh? Yeah, this is their fake Betty. This one here was pretty much complete. I think it's just all banged and dinged. Yeah, I mean, the majority of everything's there. I'd turn around and sell it for 6,000 right now. You know what? To the car wash with you. To the car wash. Let's see if the car wash increased its value. Nope, still 6,125. Interior is 42. Value is still 6,125. Let's give it a good old detailing on the inside. $6,719. So it's come up slightly. Interior is now 58%. Let's move you on to lift A. We're going to pull that. Pull this. Pull this. Pull all of the important parts. Because that is what matters in this game. Does this thing not have a trunk? It's missing that tail light. Down to 2%. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Ah, there it is. The trunk. Alright, so we need to buy a left tail light, so we need to mark that. 1, 2, 3. May as well grab a license plate while we're out. Alright. Question is, we've got body tuning. Yeah, I guess technically it would be that one. I'm not sure. Oh, this is the R2. There is no R2 here. Bummer. Well, fine. We won't do that then. Oh, because it's 96%. Okay. Trunk window. Where's the front window? Windshield 83. That should be good enough. Okay. So we go in here. We gotta go license plates. What haven't we used yet? Corntucky. We're gonna use Corntucky. You know, it's slightly irritating that we don't have body options for this car. You could make this thing look really mean with the right body options. Alright, so the body is at 92%. What did I miss? This mirror. Better. Okay, now it should. Yep, 97. Okay, that is better. Much, much, much better. Sell parts that are under 90. This thing needs a lot of work here. How much is it worth now? Run it over to paint. You know, this thing needs... You know what? No, it doesn't need that color. What about this blue? Nah, it just looks unnatural, huh? Looks like it's trying too hard. Alright, let's go to the color wheel here. Oh, because I gotta fix the chassis before I do anything else. Because that's gonna throw the paint off. What's it worth now? Not a whole lot. That really doesn't increase it by much. Sometimes you don't even gain any money. We gained a little bit, but not enough. Yeah, it's a little too purple. I wanted a little more on the blue side. What? Brighten it up just a little bit, maybe? Make it a little darker. That's really gray if we go kill the saturation on it. I think we want it slightly more. It's got a little too much brown in it, doesn't it? We need a nice candy apple red is what we need. See, that just has too much brown in it. It's still brown. Let's try there. It's got too much blue. It's a little better. A little more of the red that I was looking for. Darken that just a little bit. I like it. We're gonna go with that one. I know it's more of a purple, but it sits on that car. It looks pretty good. Let's move you outside. See what you actually look like in the light. Actually, that is not a bad color red. Alright, we're gonna put you here. we're gonna pull those tires off and put some fresh tires on. You, we are going to send over to the car wash. What are you worth right now? Negative 2,000. I really took you in the shorts, didn't I? Beautiful red color, though. What's your interior? 62%? See if we can't get that up to like 67. Only came up 2%. Great. That means the interior's hammered on this thing, isn't it? Steering wheel's 80%. Leather seat is 79. Oh, because it's missing a chair. That would make so much more sense. Because these parts really aren't all that bad, are they? There, that should fix that wagon. Now I should have a good interior up to 95%. Because that steering wheel's 80. So I think I've already done one of these 40th anniversary GTs here. Still not turning a profit, eh? $1,681. 500. Let's see if this zeroes this thing out. I don't think it will. I think it's gonna be like 1,322. 1,195. So it literally took the 500 and increased it 500 just by fixing the frame. Great. This is why I say sometimes it doesn't, you can lose money on stuff like that, right? I think we are just going to pull these tires off. Refresh these tires. And then sell the rest of the vehicle. Because, you know, I'm doing the hard work here. The rim was 21, the tire was in the 50s, it looked like. The tire is 13, the rim is 38. Okay. The tire is 10, the rim is 19. Wait, that's not 4 of them, is it? Did I miss a tire? I did. This one's gonna be complete junk. I think the tire's gonna be in better condition than the rim. Yeah, the tire was in better condition than the rim. I called that one. Retro 18. Well, wait a minute. Back up. Let's make sure these rims are all the same size. 18, 18, 18, 18. 18. Okay, they are. Are the tires the same size, though? 285, 40, 18, 285, 40, 18, 285, 40, 18. Yeah, so the tires are all the same size. Okay. Rim 118. Go. I need to go to the tires. Should we do race tire or should we do sports tire? I think we'll go with these. We want 4. They need to be size 18. I know these were 40. Was it 285? 285, 40, 18s. I think that's what they were. $285, 40, 18s. All right. We're gonna go paint some rims. The same color as the car. Alright, let's go mount some nice shiny red tires on some nice shiny red rims that are gonna go on a nice shiny red car. I'm gonna end up tearing this whole car down, aren't I? Now let's get tires on it. See what it's at now. 25. Actually, that looks pretty good. It's gonna take a lot to even get this thing running. We're missing manifolds, we're missing coils, we're missing... Have we even inspected this thing? I don't think we have. Gee, these should all be 100. Gave me the old report. It's not showing me the new report. Even though all those tires came out 100%. Can't do a compression test. I think this thing's missing a computer too, so I don't know how I can pull an OBD on it. That whole engine's cooked. See that whole... See what parts I have on hand. Don't think I have any coils left. I do have this. I could put a new timing cover on there. That would require tearing the whole front end of that thing down. Yeah, I'm not sure I dig it. But we do have these. We could toss these on there. Nice and shiny new mufflers at the back. What swap options does this thing have? 2 engines. That is missing a seat. Let's move it back outside. $61, $71, okay. That's why the interior didn't come up much when we detailed it. 100%, 100%, 97. Sell it! But we still can. Alright, let's go see what our rust stain is doing back here. Oh, that's right, we moved our rust stain inside. How much are you worth, my feller? Weren't we in the negative with this? Yeah. I think if we do the same thing, if we do some tire work, we do some body, frame, and tire work on this thing. Why does it seem like there's still something there? We went there 2%, so there is still something. We're missing some. Oh, wonder if I'm missing this fender skirt. Yep, I'm missing this fender skirt. That's what it is. Now we should be at 1%. Okay. That fender was in pretty decent shape. What's that? Yes, I know. I think the only thing I'm going to have to buy is glass. Those windows are okay. I mean, 2 pieces of glass, it's not too shabby. I'm not gonna bark at that, okay. Where's our rust stain? Oh, I need to go into here. Alright, this car had California plates. We gotta put California plates back on it. California. California. We don't have the necessary parts. Good thing you haven't been to paint. California plate. Really? I just have to buy one part for this car, huh? Look at that. Wow. I know I spent more on that than parts. We're gonna make a whopping $57 off this thing. I don't think so. All right, guys. I think that's where we're gonna end it for now. I mean, clearly, this car's got a lot more work in order for us to make any kind of money off it. It's just too far gone out of the stratosphere right now to try and make them play nice. So, thank everybody for joining. Sorry it was late. We'll do better next time. Everything's running peachy keen right now, and I will see all you later.